What is up, y'all? So today we are going to be talking about using a food scale. Although it is not necessary in order to see transformation, I believe in order to see optimal change, you need to know where you're at. And a food scale is an amazing tool to help you realize that. If you don't know where you're at, you don't know how to get to where you're going, or at least that's what I believe. So follow along to learn how to use a food scale so you'll have a tool for the rest of your life. Here we go. What is up, y'all? So I'm going to teach you how to use the food scale just so you have another tool under your belt and you're empowered with the information and just knowing how to track. So let's go ahead and learn. All right, first off, let's start by going ahead and turning on the scale. So here I'm demonstrating how to turn on the scale. So the scale has several settings. Depending on the food that you eat, you can choose which setting you want. So here I'm toggling between all the settings that the scale has. Honestly, out of all the settings, I find grams to be my favorite and most accurate. So I typically try and measure everything I eat in grams, but it's your personal preference. So let me show you. So you notice that I zeroed it out, but honestly, you don't have to, because look at what I'm going to do. I add the bowl, and then like it's already on, it's going to take the measurement of whatever the bowl weighs. And I'm not going to measure it off of that. So I had to zero it out again. So what you can start off is with a turned off scale, and then once you put the bowl on there, you can turn it back on. That way you don't have to reset it twice. All right, so I'm going to start off with showing you how to measure oatmeal. So I'm going to use the serving size, which is roughly 40 grams. So I'm just going to make sure it's zeroed out. I'm going to go ahead and just watch it as the numbers go up and trying to stay within the range of 39, 40, 41. All right, so it looks like I got it right at 40. So that's roughly the amount for 40 grams. So if you look at the back of the oatmeal packet, you see the nutrition facts. It matches the 40 grams. So it's 2.5 grams of fat, roughly 27 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 grams of protein. And all of that tallies up to about 150 calories, which I was going for. So that's how you measure your food. That's how you know how much you're eating and staying within the recommended amount. Great, let's go ahead and measure something else. So one of my favorite fruits, strawberries. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to make sure the scale is zeroed out. I'm going to add about 50 grams of strawberries. That's what I want. So I want you to look at the visual of what this looks like. And this is a very low calorie fruit, which is awesome. So you can have a lot of it. So right here, I'm just measuring it out. And you see how I pull back if it goes above the amount. And this helps me create visuals in my mind for the future when I don't have a scale, but it just helps. So this is how you are able to measure food on the scale. Here's a different option. Finally, here's another fruit. It's a non-conventional way, but it works for me. It's tedious, and I think it's the bodybuilder in me. But typically, when I eat fruits like this, I don't eat like the skin part of it. I just drink the juice from it. So because of that, I want to get as accurate as possible. So what I typically do is I weigh this fruit prior to eating it to see how much it weighs. Then I'll eat what I'm going to eat. Then I re-weigh the skin. And then I'll take that and subtract it from the original amount. And then I know how much I actually consumed. And I'll track that in grams. So I'll look for grapefruit and I'll put the grams of the amount that it's less than in my scale, and that's how I'm able to track. Of course, you don't need to go to that extreme, but that is the way I track. I hope all this was very helpful for you. If not, please drop a question, send me a message so I can create further videos to explain the process. Again, this is not forever. This is for a season. This is to create visuals in your mind. This is to create better relationships with food. All right? That is all I have for you. I hope this helped. Talk to you soon.